Hello, this is Mark Moxham, and in this program we're going to ask some critical questions about an anxiety and panic attack treatment called Easy Calm Social Strategies. So let's get on with our first question. Does social strategies get rid of anxiety and panic attacks? Well, I researched a number of tried and tested ways to get rid of anxieties and panic attacks, and there are many systems, quite frankly, you could try. And as you know, they'll range from good through indifferent to bad, and some that are clearly just a con. Social strategies is one of those that made it into my top 5 simply because it does work for most people who are seeking to overcome social fears. The real question is, will social strategies work for you, or will one of the other ones I recommend be better? Let's have a look and see. How does social strategies work? Well, it used to be said that you had to graft in order to get a good social life. You basically had to work hard to fit in. And I guess many of us have seen at least one or two people in our time who really did try so hard to fit in that in the end no one really liked them. Well, instead of getting you to work hard to fit in, John's system works by turning those old-fashioned concepts on their head, by getting you to play mental games in your head. Now that works because games are, in the first place, a very powerful way to learn any skill, and games also are the most natural thing to do in a social setting, even if it's only you who's playing. Who is social strategies aimed at? Basically anyone with social phobia, social anxiety or acute shyness. It's a fact that 1 in 20 people find many social situations a problem, to the point where they are diagnosed as having some form of social anxiety. Remember that 1 in 20 accounts for about, in the US, 15 million people, and I suspect we've got similar proportions in other Western countries as well. Who made social strategies and why? The program was made by John Mercer, who is now a personal development coach and trainer. Hiding his shyness and discomfort in social situations, he suffered for a long time with severe social problems. And although it took many years to learn how to deal with the social phobia, once he understood the issue well and had developed a good set of mental strategies to work with, he found it much easier and quicker to overcome than you might imagine. John went on to develop his system to help others overcome the same problems that he had before. Has social strategies worked for others? Frankly, yes, it has, and it has a great number of testimonials too. Here's one from Stephen K. of Orlando, Florida, that's quite typical. He says, "Hi John, I was dealing with this social stuff all my life but never made any real progress until I got your series on social strategies. This has made a huge difference already. Best investment I ever made. Thank you." Will social strategies work for me? If you want to deal with social anxiety, shyness or something similar, the answer is most likely. I've looked at much of the publicly available data as well as other commercially sensitive information and coupled that with a good dose of common sense. From that I've been able to determine that social strategies has a very high success rate, something well up into the high 90s. What do I get for my money? The system comes as an audio course consisting of 8 social strategies, and you can download it straight away. John has developed the system of 8 strategy games, each one matched to a personality type, meaning that one of them is bound to match your personality type. This will be the one that you use to start with, as it will be the most effective. A social strategy is a type of mental game that you play in social situations, but it's not an ordinary game. Instead, it's designed specifically to force your mind to think and react in a certain way whenever you are in a social situation. The results of these techniques can be quite astounding actually. You can and you probably will use the other 7 games to hone and improve your ever-improving social skills, and frankly to have a bit of fun, as these games are ultimately fun. While you'll see improvements very quickly, it's recommended that you continue to use the system for about 6 weeks for the maximum long-lasting effect. At $47, it's one of the least expensive. But there again, it's really only aimed at people who want to deal with shyness or problems uniquely to do with social situations. When I checked the website the other day, they'd included a couple of extra audio sessions at no extra charge, as well as a further video coaching session called The Power to Change, again at no extra charge. So it seems now is probably a good time to try it. Is there anything bad about social strategies that I should know about? Well, no, I couldn't find anything, quite frankly. Remember that social strategies is in my top recommendations for anxiety and panic attack treatments. To get there, it has to have passed some pretty stiff tests, as you know. First, it had to have been developed by somebody trustworthy and respected in their field. It must have numerous testimonials from real people that vouch for its effectiveness, and it has to have a 100% guarantee. In this case, you've got 8 weeks to try it again at your own pace, and if it doesn't work for you, as usual, you can get a full refund. But do remember that this course is aimed only at social anxiety problems, so don't buy it if you want to deal with wider anxiety issues, as I'm sure it wouldn't be for you in that case. Again, it's an audio course. If you prefer something to read through or you prefer a video, then this won't be for you. What if I don't like the social strategy system? Well, simple. You've got 8 weeks to try it at your own pace, and if in that time you feel it's not for you, you can get a 100% refund with no questions asked. And also, as it's a download, there's nothing to have to post back either. Is social strategies the best system for me? Well, in order to help you find the best system to use, I've spent a lot of time and effort reviewing all the ones I can. The list I've drawn up is actually quite short, and you can see that on panicbreaker.com. That also lists all the things that you would want to consider before deciding which program is the best for you. So I do recommend you have a look at that list first, as while social strategies might be best at dealing with just social problems, there might be one other system that just has the something different that you need. Where do I get more information? For the latest information, see the recommended solutions section on panicbreaker.com. I update the details on a regular basis as soon as there's anything new and relevant. Also, if there's been any feedback that needs to go up there, or if the programs I reviewed have changed at all, then that goes on the website as soon as possible. I hope I've been of some help today, helping you decide about which anxiety solution is best for you. Just remember above all that you deserve the best life you can have, and taking action now is probably the best next step that you can make. This is Mark Moxon wishing you all the very best. Until next time.